Welcome to MLU Ultimate. Today's game in lovely Berkeley, California, featuring the hometown San Francisco Dogfish taking on the visiting Seattle Rainmakers. I'm Colio, joined by Woody today, giving you the play-by-play, and we are off and running.
Disc up to McKibben. He's looking.
Closer.
To Silva.
Definitely some wind out there today, Woody. It's going to affect this game for sure.
Seattle likes to play a lot of short ball, so they like to move the disc quickly. Oh, and a crossfield hammer to number 23. Sleva up to McKibben, and a layout block by Yeager.
Great D there.
Number
Way
16, James Yeager with a block. Casino to pick up.
See how this offense is going to fare today.
Yeager.
Missing Boucher out today.
Swings it to Stearns. Upfield to Adamson. Adamson to Hooker. Hooker's looking, fakes. Back to Yeager. Yeager over to Adamson on the far side. And the backhand, he puts up the backhand to Stearns, and he's, oh, he just couldn't get there.
Good idea, good look.
Pape picks up with a swing to McKibben. Oh, and he drops it.
Right on the goal line. Good opportunity for Dogfish to score here.
Giving them a short field. Yeager to pick up. He walks it to the line.
Can't get much shorter, Woody.
He's looking for the break. It's not there. He's looking dump to Casino. Casino holds. Looks to dump again. Back to Yeager. They're not getting anything downfield, but content to swing it. Oh, and Abram bobbles, but pulls it in. Swing to Yeager. Looking to the break side. Not there. Yeager fakes to Casino. Oh, Hooker with a break cut, but he does not throw it. And the double team. Tridiak comes up. Scuba over the top to Abram, looking. And he finds Stern in the end zone for the break.
Woody, we should mention very few teams travel with all their players, but Seattle missing several players today. Ostgaard, Whipple, Neely, big player for them. He was the offensive player of the week a week ago against the Dogfish. We have Simmons, Feely, Cavallero, and Berkelhammer all not playing for Seattle today.
It's my understanding that it's mostly D-line players that are missing for Seattle, and this is, in fact, one of the games where they have most of their O-line together. Seattle centers a Tridiak, looking downfield. He's got nothing. He dumps it to Pape. Pape upfield to Hauser. To Salam. Al-Salam up the line with a nice shot to Entz. And the hammer. Yeager's got position. Oh, and Salam can't pull it in. Sorry, that was McGurk with the D. Casino picks up. Up to Hooker. Oh, and a low pass to McCarty, who can't get there. Seattle takes advantage. Moves the disc to Rupp. Rupp back to the middle. To Burton. Over to Rupp again to Salam. They're forcing forehand. Oh. And a backhand throw to Hauser, I believe that is. Forehand break. And then they're going to the strong side.
Nice throw. Good positioning there.
Yes, beats his man in the open side. Seattle with the pull. We'll see the Dogfish O-line for the first time. Lassiter picks up. Centers to Kissman. Kissman back to Lassiter. Back to Kissman. Finds Kim on the far side. Kim over to Weiss. Weiss is not finding anything upfield. And a risky pass, but reeled in by Stearns. Number 44 with a nice bid. Ben Byerly, that was. Kissman, the forehand to Sankey. Another bid by Seattle. Centers back to Kissman, far side to Kim. Kim dumps it off to Kissman for the give and go, back to Kim. Dogfish content to move the disc. They're not finding the downfield cutters being open. Seattle sagging in the lane. Back over to Kim. Back to Kissman. Kissman with the backhand to Lasseter on the far side. And he puts it up deep for Sankey. Is he going to get there? It's out there. Too much. He had steps deep, but the throw was just a little too far. Pickle picks up, brings it to the line, marked by Sankey. And a high forehand is too much for Seattle, and Dogfish with the disc on the 10-yard line. Taking their time, Sankey to pick up. Stearns with a cut. Looking to dump now to Kissman. Seattle playing tough D. Kissman with the disc. Swings it back to Sankey in the center. And he breaks it to the backhand side to Kim. Kim, another around backhand to Weiss.
It was on B. It was on B? It was.
Kissman with a nice fake. Gets it back to the middle to Sankey. There's now about 15 yards out. Kim on the 30. To Sankey, back to Kim for the give and go. Dogfish take the 2-1 lead. Dogfish D-line getting ready to pull. Adamson, McCarty, Hooker, Abram, Sheridan, Yeager, and another player.
It doesn't sound like it's doing anything when you're plugging those.
How about now?
Thomas Adams is the last Dogfish player. McKibben in the middle to Salam. Salam looking forehand. Now he's looking dump. Nice lefty dump.
Try A.
And there's a call here. It's probably going to be a stall. Yes, it's a stall.
Stall call.
Jeff Pape held the disc a little too long. And now we have Dogfish starting in the wrong position. Hooker's with the disc now, about 25 yards out. Delayed game penalty assessed for playing from the wrong position, so now they're back to where he started from. Hooker dishes to Yeager. Yeager looking. Finds Kissman on the close side. Kissman, Adamson looks him off. Back to Yeager in the middle. Hooker with a cut. Hooker with the disc. A double team by Seattle, and he gets it off. Yeager with the forehand to Kissman on the knocking on the door. Oh, open cut, but Seattle with a nice double team. Back to Abram. Abram back to the center to Yeager. Yeager continues to Hooker. Hooker with the forehand to Abram, who goes upfield. And the backhand to Sheridan in the end zone, and he reels it in. Not in the end zone, but he flips a quick backhand to McCarty for the goal. Great play. Seattle line trying to get something going here. Dogfish getting ready to pull. O-line is Sleva, El Salam, McKibben, Tridiak, Rupp. Hauser.
That's going to be a stall turnover right there.
It's a huge opportunity for the Dogfish on the 5. A second stall call in a row for Seattle. And the inside-out break to Ranahan.
Scored just like that, up 4-1.
Dogfish D giving Seattle some trouble. That's 2 stalls in a row. That second one gave them disc on the goal line on the somewhat upwind side.
It's just static.
Looks like Seattle may have actually put their D-line in for this point.
Shouldn't really matter.
Dogfish pull. Disc is inbounds to 31. 31 up to 24. To Klein. Klein over to Quant with a nice grab. Back to Lynch. Lynch on the far side. Forehand break. Goes over the head of the receiver. Over the second receiver and is picked up by the Dogfish. Oh, and the pass to the Dogfish hit the turf, and the Rainmakers recover on the 5-yard line. .22 with the disc. That's Klein. He dumps to Fan. Fan with a forehand to the open side and a nice pass. Caught by Evan Klein with the goal. Seattle able to capitalize on the turnover on the goal line. Now their D-line pulls the disc. We'll see the Dogfish O again, a short pull. Picked up by Lassiter to Kissman. Forces forehand. Got Rivera wide open for a 10-yarder. Continues to Weiss. Still on the force side. Looks to break it to Kissman in the middle. Kissman continues to Rivera. Rivera continues to the far side to Kim. Using the whole width of the field here. Oh, an errant swing, but Kissman reels it in with a great catch. Over to Lassiter and Seattle with a poached D by number 15. Ben Beener with a great D. This now over to Dewey Valentine. Dewey Valentine back to the middle. To Pickle. Pickle with a forehand. And they dish to Fan on the far side. Pickle cuts across. He looks him off. Up to Byerly. To Pickle, who puts it deep, and Nick Weiss with the D. Comes off. Leaves his man to scoop up the D there. Swing to Swanky, Swanky to Lassiter. Dogfish still in their end zone. Kim with the disc on the forehand side. Back to Lassiter with a high backhand. Lassiter to Weiss. Weiss dumps it off to Kissman. Kissman looking big with the forehand to Swanky. Seattle with position. Oh, he tips it, but Beener with the tip. Swanky unable to reel it in. Now they switch on the defense. Bailey. Bailey over to Pickle. Pickle the Fan on the far side. High backhand. Oh, floats, but the receiver reels it in. Foul called. It's going to be a 10-yarder on the Dogfish.
Foul call on the Dogfish.
Byerly, I believe that's Byerly with the disc.
Not sure what the foul was there. Woody, I didn't see
Looked like
much contact.
What's hands up?
He's saying to reset to 10 seconds because there's a defensive foul.
Defensive foul, so they reset the clock. Byerly with the disc. They're trapping. Pickle up the line. A short forehand to the gut. Foul called.
Foul call.
Wow, 2 in a row there by the Dogfish.
Aggressive marking. Dogfish have had 2 chances, and they're looking to add 10 seconds.
Yeah, back to 10 seconds.
Clock reset. Kissman on the corner, and the quick forehand to 7. Fan toes it in and spikes.
That was perfect placement on that throw there.
Yes, there's no room for it was a tight window, but he hit him right in the gut.
Definitely hard to make that read when you're on the field.
Yes, we've seen numerous passes go over the head of the receiver. High pull. And there's no one there to pick it up now. Lassiter with the disc. Picks up. Up to Swanky on the far side. And a big backhand.
Oof.
They must have been running out of time, yeah. Okay.
That brings us to the end of the first quarter, with the Dogfish holding on to a narrow 4-3 lead and swirly, windy conditions out here.
Canterbury, the official apparel supplier to Major League Ultimate. Dress like a pro. Visit www.canterburys.com, the destination for all your team's custom uniforms and athletic apparel needs. Canterbury, proud partner of Major League Ultimate, committed to the game. Go to discstore.com to purchase official merchandise of Major League Ultimate. Game discs, apparel, accessories, and more. Discstore.com is the world's premier supplier of Ultimate Frisbee products and the official store of the MLU. Discstore.com, that's discstore.com. Wear the same Ultimate gloves as the pros. Friction Gloves helps your throws and catches in all conditions. To find out more information and get a pair, visit frictiongloves.com.
Want to mention some other scores from this weekend. We had the DC team beating New York 21-17. Philly narrowly beating Boston 22-21, and Portland yesterday beating Vancouver 19-16 to continue their run 5-0 to start the season.
That Philly game is an upset, huh?
Yeah.
Philly over Boston. All right, Seattle with the pull. Andrew Lynch, a low, long pull. Pulled in by Hooker. Hooker to Casino on the far side, forcing forehand. Hooker goes up line. Nice backhand from Casino. Hooker looking deep.
Boom. Going for the
Sonky.
big.
And he reads. Oh. It looked like he read it. There was travel on the throw. Unfortunate. It looked like Sonky pulled up. He must have heard the whistle.
Yeah, he knew. Saving himself for when it counts. Dogfish continuing their string of fouls, ending that first quarter with a couple, letting Rainmakers get closer to the end zone to score. Double team right away.
Dogfish with a double team. Tridiak up to Pickle, I believe that is. Back to the middle. He
Boom, jumped in.
And that's a break. Clay Dewey Valentine with a nice hop into the end zone.
Woody Dogfish definitely looking for someone to step up without their star player Evan Boucher inactive today. Someone's going to have to handle those swings and everything that Boucher does for this team, which offensively is just about everything.
Well, they got a lot of young players that are ready to step up, and I think while they miss him, they're doing all right.
Good opportunity.
Unfortunate travel call. All right,
for their bench to shine.
Casino with the disc in the center, unmarked. Swings to Sonky. Forces forehand again, up the field to Weiss. Weiss finds Kim on the cutback. Kim looking deep, fakes. Scott Stearns in the middle, looks him off. Over to Hooker on the close side. Hooker fakes hammer, fakes center, and now he's looking forehand to the end zone to Casino, and it's an easy score.
We should mention you can hang out with these players after the game if you're in the stadium or around the Berkeley area at Burgermeister. Always a great host, great place to get some delicious food and beer and rub elbows with these Dogfish players.
And Dogfish with the pull down to Seattle. Oh, a risky catch. Jeff Pape with the catch. Disc goes out now to Salam in the middle. Al Salam looking forehand. To Marcus. Marcus with the disc. He's able to break it to McKibben. McKibben with a forehand in the middle. Another forehand, a bid by Adamson is no good. Disc deep to Salam, who makes a sweet catch over the top.
Just skied up for that one. Wearing the disc as a hat right now to show his pleasure.
Seattle's talking a bit. Maybe they're going to come zone or something here.
We got local legend Sammy Hagar score up there, 5-5.
And the pull is up. It's a bit short. Sonky to pick up. It does look like some interesting defense here. No, it's a man. It's just a loose man.
Very loose.
Just to Stearns. Stearns swings to the Kissman on the near side. They're trapping forehand again. Kissman's able to break to Kim. Marked loosely. Seattle marks seem very loose. Hooker with a disc. Now they're tightening up. And he's got a throw to the middle.
Oh, I think they're going to call a stall there.
They did call a stall.
Close.
That was seemed like a short 6-7 seconds, but okay. Fan to pick up for Seattle, marked by Casino. This could be a big break. Dogfish switching on the D, gives Seattle 2 easy passes. 17 looking to the end zone. Oh, and he reels it in. The defender was there at the warning track. There you go.
Nicely put. Where only the Seattle player could get it. Just out of reach of the defense there.
All right. Seattle to pull from the 50. Chidiak with the disc.
See what they try to do with this. Often they just try to roll it.
Looks like a hammer. Oh, big blade. You're right. It rolls out the back. Sankey unable to stop it. Oh, and he'll play it from the back of the end zone. Deadly. And Seattle with stifling D, but he gets the backhand off to Lassiter, who flips it to the middle to Casino.
Tight one there, but good job for the Dogfish getting out of that corner.
Casino to Hecht, and then the disc is back over to Sankey. Swings it to Lassiter. And he's going upfield to Kim. Kim with a nice two-handed grab. Shows the big forehand, but then a nice easy flip to Kissman on the far side to Sankey. Sankey looking back to the middle to Kissman. Kissman over to Kim. Kim, another big forehand fake to Casino on the close side. Casino on the line. Forces forehand again. A big swing to Lassiter, who grabs it but then drops it. Seattle looking to capitalize, does not fast break. They'll set up their offense. Chidiak to pick it up. Marked by Goldstein. And a big forehand blade.
Uh-oh.
That's deep, and that's...
That was a wind turn there.
Well, that looked like his pull, kind of the same throw.
Never flattened out for him. He went for something quick in the corner.
But now I believe the Dogfish get to advance the disc to the goal line, so they won't be trapped in the back, like on the pull.
Indeed.
Sankey with the disc about 5 yards from the side, on the far side. He's showing the hammer, but he throws a forehand to Kim on the cutback.
You're going to hear a lot of that today. Kim to Sankey and vice versa.
Kim back to Sankey, as predicted. Sankey upfield. I believe that's Kissman. Kissman with a big backhand.
Boom. Going for it all.
And Seattle with a D. Chidiak comes across.
We have an injury. Does not look good.
Seattle sets up their O. Aberman for Lassiter.
Lassiter replaced by number 11.
Lassiter will be spending some time with the trainer right now. Trying to walk it off.
Dewey Valentine with the disc. Flips it over to... I believe that was Pickle. This moves back to the center. Bender with a big backhand. Casino has position. Oh, and it goes over his head, but also over the receiver.
Got lucky there.
I think it caught a little gust of air there.
Just at the last second, you're right, Woody.
That was Beener who tried to get it, but it went over his and Casino's head. Casino with the disc to Sankey on the close line. Sankey back to Casino. Abram up line. Casino looking desperate, and he throws the forehand. To Kim.
Oh, yes.
Drops it, but catches it.
It is up, just barely an inch off the ground on his leg. Good job by the Rainmakers on D right here.
He cannot get a pass off on another stall.
Wow. Credit that to the Rainmakers D.
The Rainmakers D has turned it up, and now they're going to have the disc on the 5-yard line. Looks like Fan with disc. Marked by Kim. Forces forehand. Dewey Valentine with the cut, gets the disc in the middle. Back to Fan. Not in yet. He's 2 yards out. He's looking. Dewey Valentine up the line. And Goldstein with the bid, but Valentine reels it in.
Great bid by Goldstein, and just a perfect placement on that throw. I was thinking this team is not very tall, but
they got some big guys. I was down on the field earlier, and they have several over 6 foot plus players there. I would not call them a short team.
Yeah, the deceiving horizontal stripe is fooling me.
Their uniform designer must have had that in mind. Camouflage, height camouflage. Seattle with a pull. Fielded by McGurk. McGurk to Yeager in the center. Yeager up to Hooker. Hooker shows backhand. Back to the center to Yeager. Yeager fakes forehand back to Hooker. Dogfish content to dish it back and forth. Back to Yeager. Downfield. Finally we get it to Weiss. And he goes forehand over to Stearns. Stearns with the disc. Fakes the backhand. A wobbly backhand to Hooker, but it's complete. Has a man on the far side. Seattle sagging in the middle there. 16 Yeager with the disc. And inside out forehand over Stearns' head. That wind is tough. That's really taking the disc, especially when they get near that end zone for both teams. Jaeger on the mark, Fan with the disc, backhand to Lynch. Lynch with the disc, looking back, continues to the middle to Klein. Klein with the disc, back to Lynch. Fakes backhand. Oh, and a long, sorry, that was not Lynch, that was somebody else, but I believe that was a stall.
Seattle timeout, I think.
Oh, Seattle with a timeout just
before the stall.
Yes.
Wow. Heads up.
I believe that's Burton. Haven't said his name a lot today. A big huck. Seattle with the backhand complete to Burton. Burton throws into the end zone.
That was too easy, Woody.
Well, once the first pass was completed, the defense was playing under, and they just threw it over the top. Burton declined for the goal. Burton's a great receiver, and he just had that all the way. The defender playing under, and the throw just went way past over the top. Seattle with the pull. Looks like Abram to receive. Catches the pull. Unmarked. Seattle's keeping an extra defender deep. Now they cover up, or they start to cover up. Abram's still in cover. Now he's covered. So Seattle preventing the huck off the pull by keeping a man back. Content to let the Dogfish work it as they do. It's Casino to Abram. Abram to the close side. Weiss comes under. Big forehand to Stearns. He's reading it, gets it. Dumps to Hooker. He's got Abram uncovered, going deep. Now they switch over to Casino, who bobbles but holds on. To Pollard. Pollard with the forehand floater. That Weiss has time to pull it in spite of the defensive play. Bailey on the D. Swing in the middle is too far for Casino, and now Seattle immediately hucks it.
All alone.
Is that Beener? Sam Pickle. Pickle with a disc, dumps it off to Beener. Back to Pickle. Goes up line, doesn't get it back. To 44.
Oh my goodness. Seattle is making it look too easy out here today. They're playing a completely different game than the Dogfish.
That was Bailey to Beener. Beener went up line and then just continued that cut, and Seattle moved the disc a couple times, and then Bailey was able to get it to him.
Looks like Dogfish are going to take a timeout. Safdie's going to talk it over, get his players back into this game. They have a 4-point deficit right now with the Seattle up 9-5.
Seattle with the pull. Big backhand. High floating, coming up a little short. Casino takes it on the 15. Dumps to Sankey. Seattle continuing to keep a player back. Means there's an open Dogfish player. They also have, looks like Rupp in the middle there. Casino, the hooker.
Drew Kim was wide open there.
Dumps it back to Casino. Casino on the far side to Kim. He's got Stearns in the middle with a forehand. Stearns dumps to Casino. Back to Drew to Kim on the far side. Kim looking to the middle. Quick swing. Oh, and it's high for Kissman, and it's over his head. Another semi-unforced error. Fan picks up. Quick forehand to Quant. Quant to the middle to 22. To Klein. That's Klein. Klein back to Quant. Quant looks forehand to the end zone.
Oh my.
Klein pulls it in. The fans are chanting.
That might be the first time I've heard the fans today.
A short pull. Dogfish to take it on the 17. Lassiter takes his time picking it up. The clock's running. We have 7 seconds to Pollard. Pollard's going to be looking. Oh, quick hammer.
There it is, and in. Got to do it.
Riggs puts up the forehand to the end zone. He has a man. He has 2 men. And Rivera pulls it in.
Yes! Wow.
As time expires, Riggs with a great forehand to Rivera, who takes it away from Sankey, who was also there.
Rivera practically runs right down the block with that disc.
And Dogfish needed that badly. I believe that was our first score of the quarter. Bring it within 4, and we go to halftime.
Is pain stopping you from playing your best? Get rid of your pain and get back to your game at G Sports Physical Therapy, the experts in sports rehabilitation. Visit our website today at gsportsphysicaltherapy.com. Stop your hands from sweating and increase your performance with Gamer Grip. This non-sticky solution allows you to make better throws and grab better catches without a hint of slippage. Innova is proud to support Major League Ultimate and its incredible athletes. As the official disc of the MLU, the Innova Pulsar has quickly become the disc of choice at Ultimate's highest level. Visit innovadisc.com to find a dealer near you. CanJam, proud sponsor of MLU 2015. CanJam is a fast-paced disc game perfect for the backyard, tailgating, or warming up for Ultimate. Get CanJam today at the team store or online at canjam.com. Use bonus code ULTIMATE for 10% off your purchase.
All right, second half about to be underway here at Yellow Jacket Stadium. 61 degrees, partially cloudy. Winds at 14 miles an hour, although they've been gusting at times. It seems like more.
Woody, I did get an update on one of the players for the Dogfish. One of their best players, Evan Boucher, has been released from the team. Team decided that they just were going to go forward without Evan for the rest of the season.
Wow, that's big news.
Huge news. Great opportunity for, as you said earlier, one of these younger players to step up and try and fill that role. Big shoes to fill for sure. And he's certainly been missed today. Quite a playmaker.
Dogfish to receive. Seattle with a pull. That's Bailey with a big backhand. Coming down in the middle to Hooker. Feels it at the 5. Backhand to Casino on the far side. Flick over to Weiss. Seattle continuing to force forehand, but slightly flat mark. Kissman unmarked with the disc. Looks back to Casino. Hooker goes up line. Casino with the backhand flip. Hooker back to Casino in the middle. And backhand to Weiss. Forehand to Kim. Kim bounced to the middle to Kissman. Backhand to Casino, and it takes a bounce in the wind, and he drops it. Fan with the disc. And a big backhand immediately to the end zone, but it's too much.
Dogfish with the chance to reset that here. They were doing a good job. That looked like another unforced error there.
They dodged a bullet with that one. That would have been deadly if Seattle had scored that there.
Sankey, a big pickup in the offseason here. He's got a lot of experience. Good handler.
The Dogfish with a 5-man horizontal stack, taking advantage of the width of the field. Dish to Sankey. Sankey in the end zone. And now a forehand to Weiss with a bid by Klein. Unable to get it. Kissman with the disc on the far side. Seattle with a switch defense on the undercut. Back to Hooker with the disc. Up to Weiss with a forehand. And Weiss with a big forehand looking for Kim, and he's got it. He's not quite in the end zone. He's on the door. He's got Sankey in the end zone. And we got a foul. That should reset the stall call, and now the Dogfish are taking advantage to set their O. Kim with the disc on the goal line. The disc is in. He's got Sankey in front. And a quick backhand to Kissman for the goal. It's easier to stop a guy for a couple cuts, but you know, after 3 or 4 cuts back and forth, it gets harder and harder to stay with him. So having that time to cut. Yeager with the backhand pull. Seattle set to receive. Looks like Tridiak. No, it's
a little bobble there.
Oof. By Pape. Over to McKibben. McKibben to El Salam, and a nice D.
Huge bid there.
That was number 3. Thomas Adams with a huge D on El Salam. Hooker picks up. Seattle switching on the defense. Yeager swings it to Abram. Abram looking backhand, is unable to throw. Throws to space. Jaeger gets there. Again, Seattle with a switching defense, and Hooker with a big forehand looking for Adamson in the back of the end zone, and a huge catch. And that's a break for the Dogfish. Adamson pulls it down with 2 hands. That was not going to go over his head. And now the crowd is getting into it. It's 10-8. Dogfish pulling. McGurk with the pull.
Crowd's really got to step up and be that 8th man today.
And Seattle unable to get their offense started. Dump to Tridiak. That was Rupp who fielded it. Now gets the give and go. Rupp on the near side. Forehand. Unmarked. Entz upfield to Hauser. Hauser with a big forehand, and it is too much. Adamson was there, and Burton with a cut to the end zone is unable to get there. Now the Dogfish taking the alternate disc, playing from the corner. Ranhan with the disc. Swings to Adamson. Forehand to Sheridan. It hits him in the numbers, but he drops it. I think he took his eye off that.
I'm just looking for that first pass.
Seattle on the 12-yard line now. Tridiak walking to the disc, marked by Abram. He's got Burton in the middle. Adamson covering Burton. Ranhan with a nice D and a forehand blade.
Ooh.
He makes a great catch. Hits the deck hard, but holds on. Pull out of bounds. Kim on the sideline. Backhand to Casino. Casino with a forehand to Weiss on the 50. Weiss with a big forehand looking for Stearns, who's covered. Stearns takes the inside, and it goes over both players.
Oh, Sankey is there. Is that Sankey?
2 defenders and Stearns. Disc goes over both their heads, and Sankey comes in to clean up the garbage.
Look what I found.
I think that throw was a little ill-advised, though, by Weiss. That was a little impatient, but they were able to convert. Dogfish with a short pull. Disc rolls to the 45.
Similar to the throw that the Rainmakers just had. You can see it is difficult to throw.
Pick up. He's got El Salam cutting downfield. There's pressure, and the dump. Oh, and a near D by Rivera, but Pape is able to pull it in. Dishes to Tridiak, back to Pape. Pape with the disc. Swings to Rupp on the near side, marked by Ranhan. Rupp with a forehand up the line to Pape. Pape looking deep for Salam.
Oh, wow.
Great D.
Great bid.
El Salam pulls it in. I think he missed the disc there. Salam with a crossfield blade to Tridiak. Tridiak throws to the mark.
Foul.
Yeah, foul by Jaeger.
A little too much arm on that one.
El Salam held on to that catch. It was fantastic.
Oh, no foul. Oh, yes.
Foul on the throw. Another foul on the back.
Called again on number 16, James Jaeger.
He's not going to let that break off. Tridiak with the disc, looking for the blade. Oh, and he throws a scuba.
Ooh, wow. Not a smart throw in traffic there.
Pulled in by Burton.
Burton hauls it down.
El Salam is just joining the Rainmakers. He's been playing his college season with UW.
I was going to ask you how old he was. He looks very young.
Well, he's in college.
Yep.
That doesn't necessarily mean you're young.
But in his case, I think maybe it does.
He is. He started playing in the Seattle youth scene, and he's been a fixture in Seattle Ultimate, and really making his mark here with the Rainmakers.
Very athletic.
Sankey centering the disc. Pull was OB. Dogfish going with the 4-man horizontal stack, not the 5-man we saw earlier. Seattle sagging. Now they're doubling. Sankey with the backhand to space. Hooker's there to get it. Looks deep, but then thinks better of it. And a big throw. Oh, and the disc again takes a bad hop, and Kim misses it. Picked up by Lynch. And now disc on the far side to Dewey Valentine, who sends it deep to the end zone for a streaking Klein for an easy score. Seattle pushes it to 4, I believe.
I want to mention one of our sponsors, G Sports. Is pain stopping you from playing your best? Get rid of your pain and get back to your game at G Sports Physical Therapy, the experts in sports rehabilitation. Visit our website today at gsportphysicaltherapy.com.
Sankey fields the pull, centers the Casino. Seattle continuing to keep a man back.
Ooh.
And the swing, it goes awry for a hooker and a drop, giving Seattle the disc on the 10. Pham going to pick up, marked by Sankey. He's got Klein isolated. Klein is cutting, covered by Casino, and he back and forth a couple times, and he gets the easy score. Seattle up by 6. Well, the Dogfish started out strong, but they've faltered a bit. We'll see if they can get it going again here. High pull. Takes a floaty bounce.
Wow.
Pulled in by Lassiter. To McGurk. McGurk back to Lassiter on the near side. And he looks big for Adamson. Covered. Adamson steps inside,
wow.
But a great defense there.
I'm surprised Adamson was able to even get that close to it.
Ben Byerly was unfazed by Adamson coming underneath and managed to swat it away.
Call it a long punt by the Dogfish.
Yeah, now their D-line trying to get a quick turn. Rivera on the mark with a big backhand from, I'm not sure who that was, I'll check in a minute. Lassiter's there, and he takes it away.
And then throws it away.
Lassiter took it away from Pickle, but then, as you said, threw it away, and Seattle quickly converts. Was that Pickle? 14?
Seattle now up by 6.
Pulls to the Dogfish, disc over to Casino. I believe that was Heck that fielded it. Hooker looking to throw the backhand, thinking he would get fouled, and just throws it away. I think he was expecting the foul, and the defender wisely backed off. El Salam with the disc. Cut up the line. That's Sleva. Sleva to
Wow.
Bailey.
Huge D there by, is that Adam?
Abram to pick up. Picks up the disc. Seattle poaches in the middle. He finds the poached man, the hooker.
Oof.
That long swing. Oh, and Abram with a nice forehand upfield and a great catch by Casino, who one-hands it for about a 40-yard gainer.
Yes, foul called.
Foul called. On
Walking it up 10.
pivot. Allowing the Dogfish to set up their end zone offense here. We got Stearns isolated in the middle. Casino with the disc. Hecht's cutting. Now Stearns looking to dump to Abram. That forehand dump is tough. Abram swings it to Weiss, and a nice bid by Seattle, but Weiss holds on. Seattle player's injured.
That's an injury on the field.
Sankey's with the disc about 25 yards out, marked by Burton. Double teamed. Immediate double team. Sankey is unfazed, flips it to the far side, but it goes up. It catches the wind. Casino with a great tracking immediately turns and runs it down on the far line. To Hooker, who toes it in. Hooker's on the 15. He fakes hammer and immediately swings it to Abram. Abram with a forehand to Stearns on the 10. Stearns with a dump through the mark.
Wow, no foul called there.
That sure looked like a foul, but they gave the point block to El Salam there. Pham with the disc, fakes deep on the far side. Dogfish with a double, and the hammer. It's floating. Oh, and he catches it.
Wow.
That was Bender. Flips it to Pham. Pham with the disc, forehand over to Bailey. Bailey calls timeout immediately. Looks like Klein isolated in the lane, and they're going to go deep to him right off the bat. Hooker's on him, but it trails off and is out of bounds. He cannot get there. Seattle going with the less is more approach to offense. Hooker swings to Yeager. Yeager with the forehand to Abram. Abram with the forehand to
That was Adams, I believe.
Yes, Thomas Adams. To Hooker. Hooker with a scuba to the middle to Adamson. Jaeger to Casino. Casino with the disc. Fakes hammer. Seattle with a loose mark tightening.
Oh, that might be a strip. I think he had
A great D there, but Stearns had his hand on it and strip was called. Stearns will take the disc on the 2-yard line. Looking to dump. Dumps it to Jaeger. Jaeger's 10 yards out. A forehand break to Casino for the score.
Inside out. Beautiful throw there.
Dogfish with the high pull from Hooker. That's a beautiful pull. Deep and floating. Fielded by Rupp. Centers to McKibben. McKibben with the disc. Looking forehand. Looking back to Rupp. Covered by Abram. Back to McKibben. And Dogfish trapping them on the line, but McKibben's able to get it off over to Rupp. Rupp center. And he looks deep with a big backhand. And there's a crowd going to be under this one.
Ian Ranahan with a D.
Ian Ranahan with a great swiping D there. Oh, it was end of the quarter. That's why he hucked it. Okay.
Yeah.
Seemed a little risky.
For a good reason.
Yes, okay.
After 3, it's Seattle 15, San Francisco Dogfish 10.
Point Six Socks, the official sock sponsor of Major League Ultimate. Check out www.point6.com for their full line of performance merino wool socks. Skippy, the official peanut butter of the MLU, made with the funnest peanuts ever. Skippy Yippee! Do you have an athletic event, team trip, or corporate outing coming up? If so, charter a private bus, minibus, or party bus from U.S. Coachways. Bus travel is one of the safest, greenest, and most comfortable ways to get your group to an event. If you're going with a group, trust U.S. Coachways. That's what we do.
Yeah, you're going to pull. With the backhand, low, but deep. Fielded by McKibben at the 5.
So basically,
to Pape. Pape back to McKibben. McKibben looks deep, but then forehand to... Oh, a fall down throw to Pape from the player's number I couldn't see. Over to Burton, and Burton with a big backhand. The defender's there. El Salam takes the inside, but the disc goes over both their heads. That was Adams with the D.
Good pressure there by Adams.
Salam. Yeah, I think he forced El Salam to come under. Otherwise, El Salam would have just run that down easily. Casino picks up, finds Hooker with a forehand. Hooker with a big forehand to Adamson. Oh, and a great defense by Burton. He just gets the trailing edge as it goes by. Makes up for that throw. Seattle looking to hurry. I believe that's
going up
Pape,
the line to nobody.
I think the stall was getting high, and he had nothing. I believe that was Sleeve, actually, not Pape. Casino picks up to Adams. Adams on the 1-yard line, in the corner on the near side. Back to Casino in the middle. Swings it to Jaeger. There's nothing on the break side, but Adamson is right there for the easy, easy score. Big backhand. Very high. The wind takes it. It's going to be a little short, but it's got great hang time. McKibben feels it on the 15, looking for Tridiak. Not there to El Salam on the near side, covered by Goldstein. And a break back to McKibben, backhand. McKibben continues to Rupp on the far side, covered by Ranahan. Oh, and a wide open Tridiak in the middle. Oh, and a deep shot, looking for El Salam. Goldstein's there, and he takes it away. Backhand up the line to Adamson. Sort of a double team, not really. Disc is now to Hooker in the middle. Hooker to Ranahan. Double team, Ranahan double team, and a timeout called. Biener sagging in the lane there. But now he tightens up. Ooh. Oh, and a tight throw. Biener makes a bid. It's over to Stearns, back to Sankey.
Sankey rolling the dice with that one.
To Kim, back to Sankey. Flips it to Kissman on the near side. Kissman with the disc. Forces forehand. Sonke goes up line. And a big forehand to space. And that's...
Oh, did he
Casino
do it? He pulls
catch.
it off the carpet. Wow.
Flips it up to Weiss on the far sideline. That was a great catch by Casino. Casino with the disc. Back to Kim. Again, swings it forehand to Kissman. Kissman's got Stearns. Hits him with a dump. Stearns fakes the IO. Now swings it. Oh, and the forehand swing is over Weiss's head. He can't hold on to it. And Seattle looking to immediately attack. Throws the forehand to space.
Oh, it just hung up there. It looked like it was going to go long, and it just got a break with the wind.
Klein runs that down, and that was a beautiful, beautiful throw by number 31, Clay Dewey Valentine. Seattle to pull. That's a line drive pull, but it got some distance on it.
Colin's very good. Colin's very good.
Fielded by Pollard. Oh, and a huge bid there. Missed the disc. Luckily for the Dogfish. That was Pickle with a layout bid. Pollard now moves to Kissman. 15 yards out, looking for Sonke in the end zone. The disc takes off, but Sonke runs it down in a great one-handed grab.
That's going to be a top 10 play of the week in MLU right there. A beautiful layout by Sonke.
Big pull from Jaeger, actually a short pull. Gets to the 15, picked up by McKibben. McKibben over to just to El Salam. That was McKingham to Pape to El Salam. El Salam to the middle to, I believe that was Sleva. Sleva with a forehand to Burton. 15 yards out. Burton looks to dump to McKibben. McKibben with the disc. Marked by Jaeger. Oh, and an inside-out break. Oh, that was a great throw. We got just under 6 minutes left. Seattle to pull. Another line drive pull. Fielded by Hooker at the 15. Up to Sonke with a lefty backhand back to Hooker. Hooker to Kissman. Seattle now tightening the D. Kissman back to Hooker. Swings to Casino. Oh, a low forehand. Oh, Stearns catches it but hits the ground and drops it. And now Seattle looking to attack immediately. Picked up by Lynch. Lynch over to Dewey Valentine. Now to Pickle. Pickle.
Just a little turn there.
Pickle to Lynch, and Lynch cannot hold on, drops it. And now Sonke dumps to Casino. They're starting from their goal line. Hooker with the disc, now on the 10. Oh, and a big forehand. It looks like it was hit as he threw it. No call, though.
It's like the Dogfish know their short game's not really working today.
Oh, and a quick dish back and forth with Pickle and Quant. Now to Klein, back to Pickle. Pickle looking forehand. He throws the forehand. It's past the intended receiver, but hauled in.
That was plan B right there, I think.
Ben Beener with some heads-up garbage collection for the score.
Again, I think you have to give credit to a little bit of credit to those stripes on the jerseys. Back to the game.
El Salam with a great pull.
Wow.
All the way to the end zone. Fielded by McGurk up to Lassiter. Lassiter to Rivera. Rivera with a forehand. Ooh. Oh, ill-advised forehand and a great D by number 17. Oh, and a foul.
Wow.
Foul called.
Peter Bender with a D, but foul called.
It looked clean from here.
Picks it up. Lassiter with a disc. Oh, and it's behind Pollard.
Wow.
Pollard grabs it.
Great grab by Pollard.
Flips it up to Hecht. Number 74 with a big forehand. Oh, and a great catch by Janinas. Two-hands it. The defense, Bender was all over him. And an inside-out break.
Well, he took the defender to school on that one. Just a slight little fake, just enough.
Yep, just to make him hesitate. Get a little separation. All right, Dogfish D with the pull. That's Casino. And that's a big high backhand.
So that's where they're just,
Carries to the end zone. Fielded to McKibben. McKibben over to the far side.
That was Mitra with the big delay out there.
Up to El Salam. El Salam holds. And now a forehand. Oh, and a big floaty forehand. There's going to be a party under this one. Oh, Adamson with the D from behind.
I love it. That's what backwards for. Yeah, right.
He throws the forehand up to Casino.
Oh, yep, strip
called.
It's almost like he asked for it and he got it.
Well, there was no
a good call.
Yeah, hesitation on the call, but it was the right call.
Good call for sure.
Casino with the disc. Up to 66. Matra. Yep. Adamson with the disc. Oh.
Can't come down
Sheridan
with
cannot hold on to it. The disc took a hop right as he was catching it. He got his hand on it, but he only one hand, and he couldn't hold on. Now the double team. Sheridan and Casino on the disc. Hammer over the top to McKibben. McKibben on the near sideline. Floaty forehand again, but the initially
job
bobbled, but reeled in by number 97, Marcus.
Kai Marcus.
Over to Tridiak, who just puts the forehand. Marcus going deep. He has it on the goal line. He's not in. Dumps to Salam. Looking for Marcus again. Looking for... Oh, and he finds him, but he tips it again. He bobbled it twice. And it hit the ground.
Wow.
This is ruled down.
Interesting. I didn't see it hit the ground there, Woody. But the ref was right there.
The ref was right there. We didn't have a good angle. It definitely bounced twice. I don't know what it bounced off of.
I thought it bounced off his body.
Casino with the disc to Sheridan in the middle. Sheridan looks upfield. Now he dumps to Casino. Casino has Adamson, but there's traffic, and he gets it to Adamson with the forehand. And Sheridan's going deep, and Adamson with the forehand. It comes up short, but Sheridan reels it in, marked by McKibben. We have a 2-on-1 scenario, and Sheridan just throws it to the far sideline.
Oh! Thomas Pineda almost there to scoop up the junk. Can't quite get it.
McCarty misread it. It went over his and the defender. Defender Entz. And who was the guy that...
That was Pineda was there.
Pineda was there, but
got a hand on it.
But dropped it, could not hold on. And now the double team. McKibben with the disc. And he throws a turnover, but there was a stall or a foul or timeout. Timeout call. Seattle with a fairly traditional horizontal set. Cutters are moving. Valentine up. Short pass to the middle. A nice bid by Adamson, but it was pulled in.
Gets a little creative there on the
Lynch
D.
with the disc.
Whoops. Oh, boy.
Wow, Lynch
it looked like the defenders were just staying their position, but...
It did. I think he hooked his arm inside and then pulled it back and got the foul call. Lynch dishes it with a give and go to Valentine. Valentine sends it deep. He's covered. They're jostling for position.
Oh, no.
Jostling for position. The disc is D, but Lynch is there. Dogfish set to receive. High pull. Floats to the sideline. Lassiter fielding it. To McGurk.
Oof.
A low throw, but he pulls it in. Now a hammer to the open Pollard. Has Cutter deep. He sends it to Stearns. That looks good. That looks like a beautiful play. A little bit of contact, but Stearns holds on for a great pass. Janinas with the big backhand blade. Seattle tries to field. Tridiak stops the pull in the end zone. Over to 27 to McKibben. McKibben with the forehand. They're Dogfish looking to double team. Seattle moving the disc quickly. They got El Salam on the near sideline wide open, but not even trying. And now McKibben with a big backhand. Stearns on the D. And they both catch the disc. Hauser and Stearns. Stearns pulls it away, and the strip is called.
And it's
and a goal.
It's called, that's a goal for the Rainmakers.
There's only 160.
Seattle with a pull, fielded by Hooker at the 5. Quick flip to Sankey. Seattle playing very loose D, keeping a man back. Hooker with a big forehanded casino. It's high, and he just gets a hand on it, but it dropped. And now Seattle will probably be content to run out the clock. 1 second left. To Drewy Valentine, who tries a throw. I think statistically that might count. D by Hooker, and that's the game.
Well, we saw a great performance by Seattle today, coming down here, playing away here in Berkeley and putting it together for a good game. Dogfish certainly made a game of it. It was a little back and forth until Seattle took control in that second quarter, I guess, with 5 or 6 unanswered points.
Yeah, that gives the Seattle's 2-0 now against the Dogfish. They will meet one more time in the regular season.
Woody, always a pleasure working with you. It was a fun game, and we hope to see you all here next week right here at Berkeley High School, 2 p.m. as the Dogfish take on the Portland Stags.